Producer Vipul Amritlal Shah and director Sudipto have stirred a hornet's nest with the Kerala story, insisting 32,000 girls in Kerala were lured, trapped, converted to Islam and sold to Islamic State as sex slaves. Both the left and the Congress are up in arms. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan says it's an attempt to spread hate propaganda. Congress MP Shashi Tharoor says it may be your Kerala story, it's not our Kerala story. But is love jihad fact or fiction? Is the Kerala story raising a very serious issue, or is this just right-wing propaganda? I'm Gaurav Sawant. With me, my colleague Akshita Nandagopal. Akshita, incidentally, is from Kochi. And we are joined by Vipul Amritlal Shah, Sudipto and actor Adarsh Sharma. The promo of the film leaves you stunned. Welcome on India Today. Vipul Shah, I want to begin by asking you, sir. The Chief Minister of Kerala says RSS is trying to destroy religious harmony in the state. My question to you, sir, is where did you get the figure of 32,000 girls who may have been converted and buried in the deserts of Syria and Yemen?
Gaurav, see, the most important thing is that we are discussing number. Right, there are enough and more evidences of so many girls have been converted through a manipulative conversion in the state of Kerala. But irony is that we are interested in the debate on numbers. We are not interested in the debate of how to stop this if it is happening. Let me ask you a question. If the number was not 32,000 as they are claiming, and if it was 31,700 or 28,000 or 25,000. Is it a small number? Is it a number to be ignored? That's the real question. Anybody who is questioning the number, we are happy to show the number, but we don't want to get into the debate of the numbers. We want to talk about the issue. We want this human tragedy that is taking place in Kerala and entire India. We want to bring everybody's notice to that point.
And that Adarsh Sharma, leader of opposition in the Kerala Assembly, V.D. Satheesan says there are no records, the numbers. Kerala does not have these numbers. The centre, if it has these numbers, the centre must produce it. Satheesan says this film should not be granted permission for screening at all. It's leading to communal disharmony, ma'am.
Sir, I would just like to say my parents have always brought me up and told me to respect my elders. And such senior people have commented after watching our trailer, which is a 2-minute trailer. I hope they can take time out of their busy schedule and watch our film. It's a 2-hour film. And I'm from Kerala myself. My grandmother and my mom are from Kerala. So we are Malayalis. And I'm sure once they watch the film, they will see that we have not said anything derogatory against Kerala in the film at all. I love Kerala. I think it's a beautiful place, and we very beautifully depicted Kerala. We've just shown some people who are evil who live in Kerala, but that doesn't mean that the entire Kerala is bad. It's like saying in Bombay, I love Bombay, but in Bombay, in this area, this is happening here. That doesn't mean I hate Bombay. I love Bombay.
Okay. Before I bring in Akshita, can I just take one quick question with Sudipto Sen? Sudipto Sen, Shashi Tharoor says this may be your Kerala story. It is not our Kerala story. It's already you versus them, sir. How would you respond?
Sir, I am a Bengali and I am traveling to Kerala for last 15-20 years. But Shashi Tharoor ji is a astute, a big leader in our country. We have a lot of respect for him, for everybody who are now actively active in Kerala politics. I have nothing to say. I am not empowered to talk or comment on their statements. They have seen the trailer. Maybe they have got some misunderstanding, but I would request them to watch the film. And this discussion, that 32,000 or 31,972, this discussion become valid when somebody has seen the film. And Gaurav, I can tell you a few journalists who have seen the film, before the screening, they asked the same question, why 32,000? And what is the proof? I told them, watch the film. If after watching the film, you still have the question, I will answer. And believe me, They come out and said, Mr. Sen, we don't want to hear where you have got the number. And Gaurav, I am telling you, please see the film, and you will also say that, no, I don't want to know 32. Because here human tragedy we are discussing. We are talking about 3 girls. One girl right now at this moment in Afghanistan jail. One girl committed suicide. Her mother and father, helpless mother and father, are in a village in Kozhikode. You can send your journalist to take their interview. One girl, after gang rape, she is missing. Even Kerala police also don't have idea that where she is. Telling their story, do you think it can be propaganda? Telling story of 3 girls can be propaganda? Can we lie when we are saying these 3 are, their parents are alive, their relatives are alive? Go and talk to them.
But
Then
Mr.
we
Sudipto
told the
Sen,
story of these 3.
Mr. Sudipto said, you raised valid questions. No doubt these are cases that need to be reported. But the reason that there is a lot of focus on 32,000 is that it's a very, very alarming number. And the last known record that we have, sir, the last known record, let me just finish, sir, just give me a second. The last known record that we have is of the former Chief Minister, Chandy, giving certain data saying that since 2005 to 2011, and on an average, there were 2,800 to 3,200 girls being converted to Islam. And that's very different from what's being projected in the Kerala story, because it's not just about conversion. So then it's worrying in terms of 32,000.
So much hurry? Ma'am, why you are so much in hurry? If you are so busy with 32,000 number, why don't you watch the film and then question us? That is my point, my humble submission to you. After watching the film, if you still have the question, we are there, we are not going anywhere. I worked on this subject for 7 years. Bipulji is involved in this project for last 4 years. Do you think we are that irresponsible people on earth? I got national award for my work. Bipulji is one of the most successful film producer, director in Indian film industry. Do you think we are that irresponsible? That 32,000 for that particular number, if I don't know whether the people who are talking about the number, they would have been very happy if the number is 10 or 15. If one girl is, ma'am, you are a female, if one girl is being subject of any kind of atrocities, number does not matter. Matter is a girl is been insulted, terminated. So I think watch the film and then we debate.
Sure. One more question that I have, Mr. Vipul Shah, if I can put this across to you, which is the other big grouse that many in Kerala are voicing. Why is this film called the Kerala story? Does that then malign the image of the entire state?
Let me ask you a question. There was a film called Shootout at Lokhandwala, where certain criminals were shot by the police in broad daylight. Now, was that to malign Lokhandwala? There is a film called Mumbai Saga which talks about the criminal world of Bombay. Is it about maligning Bombay? When we are talking about few people who are involved in this horrible act, which happens to be in Kerala, and so we are calling it the Kerala story, how is it maligning the state of Kerala? And we are saying it on your channel that we all love Kerala. There is absolutely nothing against the state of Kerala in the film, and anybody can watch the film and tell us if there is even half a word against the state of Kerala.
Ma'am, I personally, I made a film called Antipona Vetta, which is in a Malayalam language.
Yes.
That is my second feature film in my life. So Kerala is part of my life, and we Bengalis are fish eater, rice eater, and Bengalis are also, Malayalis are also like that.
That's very similar, I agree.
So I am telling you, Kerala is in a covering large part of our heart. There is not a single word that Vipulji said. We never maligned, we spoke highly about Kerala in the film.
Anand, you're from Kerala, and you said that in the beginning, so am I. And I'm sure since this trailer has come out, there's been a lot of hate that's perhaps come your way because of the endless trolling also that's happened. Your message to all Keralites about your role, about playing Fatima Ba, and also about what the larger message is that you intend to send with this role.
I think as human beings, we also focus more on the negative than the positive. We're all talking about, oh, the hate, the trolling. But we just got a message in our group. We shared it with all of us saying that our film is #1 on the most anticipated list of movies to look forward to. We're constantly getting very positive messages from people saying we support this film, and we've also checked, and a lot of things are available on public domain. A lot of cases of the girls, a lot of testimonials from their parents, videos from their parents, WhatsApp chats, which is available on like YouTube, and also everyone's been screenshotting that and sending us that and saying we support you because you're right, this is here. And so I think we should also try to focus on the positive. Another thing I think we generalize when we're humans. When it's 32,000 cases, 3 lakh, 30, whatever, it's somebody else's daughter, somebody else's mom. Who cares, because it's someone else. But as soon as it becomes one person who's related to you, or if it's your mother or your sister, one person goes missing, or if she was raped or drugged and impregnated forcefully, shipped off to Syria, to a place where women don't have freedom of thought and speech. So we couldn't be speaking like you and me are speaking right now. We wouldn't be allowed to. It would be against the law. So they're sent off to a place like that. And then I don't think people would count the number and say it's 32,316 or 32,314, or it wouldn't matter, because you count the number as just one, because one person of yours is missing. So I hope when people watch the film, you connect to the character and you probably think that maybe if this was my friend, my daughter, my mother, my sister, and I think then as a natural thing, we human beings are also very sensitive, and I think our sensitivity would get activated there.
You're saying even if it's one case too many. But Vipul Shah, both the LDF and the UDF, opposing parties in Kerala, and they've united. Your film has united both the opposition and the government in Kerala. Respond to that criticism that this film will create an anti-Muslim feeling in Kerala. It will create a communal divide in the state, perhaps the country.
Let me, on a little lighter note, that see, the film is already uniting people. So that's a good news, isn't it? That two opposing parties are uniting to oppose a film. But let me ask you another question: that if Atiq Ahmed was murdered and his brother was murdered, and if I was to make a film on them, will it be anti-Muslim? Will it be? We have made film on people who are terrorists. On one hand, we always say that let's not attach a religion to a community, to terrorists. And suddenly when it suits you, you turn the whole thing and you say, oh look, you are targeting Muslims. We are targeting terrorists. Terrorists who are destroying lives of girls. How is it Muslim? Please answer my question.
That's a very interesting point. If terror has no religion and your film is on terrorists, then why are people saying Muslims are being targeted? Fair enough. Ada, you spoke to some of these women yourself. You spoke to their parents. Now, were they victims of love jihad, or is it inter-religious marriage that's gone sour, and now, Ada, it's being said that this is love jihad?
I actually honestly don't know what you could term things as different things, but I would tell you what it is like for the girl in the film, my character. I honestly feel anyone of any religion can get married to anyone and be happy if that's out of your choice. If you were not drugged or manipulated or brainwashed after being given chemical things to hallucinate your mind, or being threatened to marry someone, and if that's what you choose, you should. Whatever makes one happy, and if it's out of your own free will, basically. But like my character, if the other person is being paid a sum of money to make a girl fall in love with him in order to get her shipped off to Syria to become a suicide bomber, then I do not support that at all. And that has nothing to do with any religion or any cult or nothing. I just don't support this as an ideology, to ship off a woman after getting paid to do that. Or even somebody falling in love on the pretext of getting money in return. I think that just cheapens the whole thing of love. No, love is not supposed to be like that. Love is so much more.
Okay, but so, again, we'll come to that point of empirical evidence in just a moment. But Sudipto saying the Kerala State Committee of Muslim Youth League, IUML or the Muslim Youth League, they are saying they will pay 1 crore rupees, 1 crore, if you can prove women in Kerala were converted, shipped off to Yemen and Syria to join the Islamic State.
Gauravji, I am working on this subject since 2014, and the whole research till Bipulji joined the project. I sponsored my travel, my staying there on my own. And when Bipulji walked into the project, no studio, no financer backed us. It is solely Bipulji organized money. Perhaps he has put his last earned money in this film.
You are saying
And
no one wanted to finance this film, no one wanted you to do this film.
yes,
Why?
yes, because that is why the debate is all about. Vipul Shah has shown that courage, that is what a filmmaker is all about. If any humanitarian issue has touched, when I still recall the day I met Vipul Shah, I told the story, he was in tears. He said, we have to make this story, you have to tell the story of the girls there. You know, Gaurav, I wish you could talk to the girl who is right now in Afghanistan jail. I am sure you will not be able to hold your tears. That girl has gone through that suffering. You will not be able to hold your tears if you talk to the girl who has committed suicide. Her mother is still waiting for justice. So matter of fact is, that is what it is a divine connection that Bipul Shah, like producer, are still exist in this industry, who has that heart which cries for the pain and agony of Indian women. And that is why this film has been made. I am sure everybody is going to love this film, like this film, and when all will see the film, everybody's opinion will change. As long as that Muslim League's offer is concerned, it is their job, it is a political party. Our job was to make the film, tell you the story of these three girls, which exactly we did, nothing more, nothing less. Let them do their work, we did our work. Let's see, end of the day, we are sure that truth will prevail.
Mr. Sudipto Sen, were you expecting this kind of backlash? Were you expecting this kind of controversy? You worked on a documentary called In the Name of Love, Melancholy of God's Own Country. That ran into a bit of controversy in Kerala previously as well. So were you expecting that this would be a hard one for them to digest?
No, actually, ma'am, you know what, as a filmmaker, we give our 100%. We give our 100%, maybe sometime more. When I was making the film, I don't want to get into the negativity of that, what exactly Ada said, that we made a film and we think we did a good job. Why to focus on the negatives? We were attacked in the night. We were in Kannur in a hotel. Night 12 o'clock, we were being attacked. So somehow we managed to escape. Now you tell me who have attacked you. I don't know who attacked us. But we were attacked. We walked in the middle of the night through the jungle. We walked almost 3.5 kilometers to cross the border of Kannur, reaching Kochi, and then we got up on police jeep, rescued us. So you know, this is part of, this is a professional hazard we go through. You journalists also go through the similar situation. Sure. So threat perception, hate, we don't consider. When we decided to make a film, we make the film.
Okay.
Now if you focus on the hate, then you will see only hate. But tell you very honestly, frankly, today we are sitting in front of the camera. We are so happy, you won't believe that today our film is trending #1 for last 5 consecutive days. What else could be a happiness? So much of adulation. We are getting hate messages. Ada is getting such obnoxious messages, you won't believe. But Ada is happy because millions of people are liking Ada's role. You know, the way Ada has acted in every frame, they are comparing with one of the best actresses in Indian cinema.
Ada, do you want to comment about that? The kind of reaction that you've received for your role of Fatima Ba, is it a mix of love and hate? And also a question that I have for you, you know, is your character based on a true story, or is it taken from snippets of what you've seen and spoken to with these girls?
My character is based on a true story. Okay. Also, I did see these girls. I met them, and I've read a lot of material also of
Can you tell us about that meeting? Where did it happen? Who were these girls?
I met them in Bombay. I don't know if I should disclose their location.
Sure,
I'm a little worried. It almost scares me when I read some messages sometimes. When people say, give me their location, name and address. I don't know if I should be the one disclosing and
Yeah, we
You know,
understand.
I
Yeah.
don't know, but I did speak to them. There will be testimonials of the ones who were brave enough to come in front of the camera. Sudipto sir is going to be putting out some testimonials. So you'll see some of the brave girls who spoke. I've read material of hers, and I can tell you each scene that I've done in the film. She's written that, and sometimes when we were doing it, I was like, you know, it's so scary. But for me, it's between action and cut. And after that I can cut and I can go to my house where I live with my parents. I can have a shower, eat food, sleep in my own bed. There's no fight for survival. I don't have to worry about whether I'm going to be dying in the night, being murdered, or you know, those things. So yes, it is based on true stuff, and the love that we are receiving is immense. I think social media, everyone's on social media now, so instead of me saying anything, you should check out social media, and on any page anywhere where our stuff is shared. And I think if there's one hate comment, there are like 200 supportive ones under it. It just feels really nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think the best compliment, though, I would like to share that is one of the victims who watched the film, and she messaged me and she said, Sudipto sir showed her material from it, and she said that I'm so happy you could do this and you portrayed us exactly like I wanted. She was really emotional. It was a long message, so that I was really touched.
Vipul Shah, your message to anyone who refers to this as Sanghi propaganda, and there have been many who have made these kind of comments. What's your message, sir, to even the likes of the Kerala Chief Minister, who have already declared that this is nothing but hate propaganda?
Again, all these people have not yet seen the film. With all our respect, we expect the film to be shown to the Chief Minister of Kerala. We want him to see the film. And after watching the film, he can criticize it. There is absolutely no problem. If he finds our account to be inaccurate, we are happy to show him scene by scene, every scene's truth with evidence. We will show him line by line every every line's truth, that there is nothing fake in this film, there is nothing false in this film. Looking at this, there are two sides to look at it. We can look at it as a hate spreading film, or we can look at it that we are bringing the one of the most serious human tragedy, such a huge problem which is undercover in front of people. It's up to you to
Why
choose
is this undercover?
which way you want to see it.
Yeah.
I always looked at it from the point of view of the human tragedy which needs to be told. Sorry.
No, fair enough, fair enough. I only wanted to understand from you, Vipul Shah, why do you feel that until Sudipto Sen brought this project to you, people were unwilling to talk about it, or even now, educated people in Kerala and people like Pinarayi Vijayan or Shashi Tharoor are trying to say this is not true, this is propaganda?
See what happens, Gaurav, that when we are living in a very, very comfortable life and very good environment, we don't realize what's happening just around us. So I'm not blaming anybody who believes that, oh, we are spreading lies or whatever. I'm talking about people who are logically trying to question that, oh, there is nothing like this that is happening in Kerala, right? We are already showing you 3 girls' true story. Now, I am living in Bombay. In Bombay, will I ever know if there is a conversion happening in some space which is some remote space of Bombay? Will I ever come to know? So I can understand. And this problem is largely North Kerala, not in South Kerala. So people who live in South Kerala may not be aware of it. They need to go. And we want them to go to all these places and figure out for themselves. You can send your journalists and find out the kind of environment that has been created there. And if some people are creating that environment, we are not saying the whole community or the whole religion is responsible for that. Absolutely not. But as I said, that if I was to make a film, like Gabbar Singh is a villain, right? So he will belong to some religion.
Okay.
How can, there will be, every villain will have some religion. So no villain is without religion.
Okay.
But don't attach and make a generalized statement that this is against the whole community, because that's not what it is. And I can guarantee you that when you will see the film, you will find that it is not against anybody except those people who have created these traps for these girls.
How does this trap work, Ada? You spoke to victims, You read their testimonies. Describe to our viewers how this trap works. What are the red flags girls should be aware of if there is this love jihad?
It's very difficult to explain in like 5 sentences, so they'll have to come watch our movie for that. It's clearly explained in great detail from the starting to the end of how. But if I had to condense it into one sentence, then 1 or 2 sentences, then it's basically they lower your self-confidence, and at that time, when your self-confidence is really low, at that time they try to strike your mind and then shower you with a lot of love. So I think love is, and that when your self-confidence drops, it can be anybody. It has nothing to do with people being extremely educated or not educated. You can be extremely intelligent and not. But sometimes to drop someone's self-confidence is very easy. Create some doubt in their mind. Question the beliefs that they have. Question their faith in. Just question their faith. Make them feel insecure, and then shower them with a lot of love. So.
So these
Yeah,
are
so
some
that-
red flags that people should be aware of is what you're saying. But Sudipto Sen, were you prepared for the kind of response that you're getting when you were doing this film, considering the fact that before, Vipul Shah took up this project, there weren't many people who were willing to look at it. There are some who are actually seeking restrictions on this film in Kerala. There was, you said, an attack on you. Did the police come forward and help you? Did the government come forward and help you? Do you fear for your security, sir?
No, actually, Gauravji, we did not go to police. We did not want to make the thing complex. We wanted to complete our, because there are a lot of fear perceptions are there among the girls who have been converted. Like today morning, I was talking to a journalist from Kerala. He said, Sudipto ji, everything is fine. From my village, 18 girls are missing, and in a 3 days gap, 18 girls are missing. But I have a question about 32,000 number. So this is the perception. I am enjoying, the whole reaction thing. I am really enjoying, and that is giving us opportunity to invite you to see the film. And the moment you see the film, this 32,000 number will be diluted. As long as threat perception is concerned, we don't feel any threat. We are not afraid, because मतलब अगर डरेंगे तो जाएंगे कहाँ? This is my country. This is my Kerala. Nobody can claim Kerala is them. Kerala is mine. Kerala, I am a Bengali. I play football, and when I play football, I think that Kerala is so much of soccer fan. So everything is reverberated in Bengal and Kerala. So nobody can claim that Kerala is there. Okay. Kerala is mine, Kerala is everyone's.
Okay,
so
Akshita,
I am not afraid, we are not afraid.
Vipul Shah, you wanted to come in, sir.
I actually lost the chain of thought because Dada was making a very passionate comment. But if I recollect, I'll get back.
Okay, just one final question to all of you, which is essentially your message. And when we wrap this up, your message to everyone who's watching this broadcast right now, who has doubts about the Kerala story, who say, one, it harms communal harmony, it's maligning a state, there are questions about its facts, etc. One after another, starting with you, Ada, your message to everyone out there who's watching this broadcast right now and questioning the Kerala story, perhaps.
It's definitely not maligning the state. They can come and watch the movie. We're not talking about, actually anything I say will dilute everything. Just come watch the movie and all your questions will be answered, all your doubts will be cleared. And yeah, like Sir said, when you sometimes watch a 2-minute thing, you don't know. Come watch the whole film. We're speaking so much about it, we might as well just give that time, watch it, and then maybe decide and make your decisions. But I can assure you there's nothing derogatory said to Kerala as a state art. We made it look also really beautiful with all the shades of green that your eyes could ever imagine. Yeah, all of that is there and it looks really stunning. So we would never do anything to malign
Vipul Shah,
Kerala.
this number 32,000, was this aimed to shock, and have you achieved your aim, sir?
No, we did not even realize that the whole debate will go towards 32,000, and we feel sad about it. We thought the debate would be about the human tragedy of these girls, the pain that they go through, and not so much about, oh, prove this number and this is right and this is wrong. As everybody has said on this show, that even if the number is much lesser, how does it matter? And if the number is higher, today only we were talking to Hindu helpline guys. Dada was on that call, Lada was on that call, and he said that your number is wrong. The number is more than 50,000 people, and that's their claim that they have saved 8,500 girls, rescued them in the last 5 years. That's the kind of number they are talking. They are the people from Kerala.
Okay.
So
Are governments trying to bury this under the carpet? Whether it's the state government or courts that say there is no love jihad? Sorry.
No, one last line.
Go on, sir.
I just say one thing, that let's look at the tragedy of the girl. Let's keep that compassion and let's move from there. And after watching the film, let's again debate about the 32,000 number. We are open for that.
Fair enough. Sudipto Sen, closing comments. Is the effort to keep this uncomfortable truth buried under the, just brush it under the carpet?
Gauravji, the problem of girl trafficking is there in Europe. You know that every month 25 to 30 girls from Europe, America, Australia, New Zealand used to go to Syria, Turkey, Iraq, Yemen. So our country was not away from that. Same thing had happened here also. But the problem is, in our country, everything has a political color. And whether it is Muslim, whether it is a Christianity, whether it is a Hinduism, everything is being seen in terms of the politics and the vote politics. I think every politician are extremely responsible, but responsible, sensible. They love their country, so we respect them. But I think it changes a bit when vote comes. Okay. So as Ada was telling, that it become a share market when it comes to the number. That you forget the subject, you only stick to number. In vote also, I have a reason to believe that it is the politics which is appearing as, brushing the subject under the carpet.
Just one final point, sir, taking away from what you and Mr. Vipul Shah said. Mr. Vipul Shah, in hindsight, looking at all this controversy, would you have removed the 32,000 number itself? So the focus would have been on the story?
If that's the only point why this film should be discussed or be seen, then I think that let's forget about the 32,000. Let's see the film.
Okay.
And then again, if you still have a problem, I am happy to debate on 32,000.
Okay.
But let's please respect the pain of the girls. That's all we have to say.
Even if it's one case too many. Ada, for joining us here on India Today, Vipul Shah and Sudipto Sen and Akshita Nandgopal. Many thanks. I need to slip into a quick, Akshita and I are slipping into a quick break. Lots more coming up.